Hello lovelies, so we're going to go through these. These are the smaller eyeshadow palettes I was telling you about. I don't know whether I'm going to declutter any. I do have a couple of Colourpop ones in here now. Once this little tray of palettes is sorted out, then we can do the count. I do want to do everything though, really. We've got these over here as well, and then another drawer down below, and then we'll figure out how much trouble I am in with all the eyeshadow palettes I've got left, and the other eyeshadow palettes that I decluttered I'll take to my mum's house. So let's go through this. I don't think I need my ring light on, or do I? Let's put it on just to see what it looks like. It might look a bit better. I mean, it's looking a bit murky, I think. That's much better. So we've got this one. This one I don't think is going anywhere. I do like the fact that it's got those three mattes in and that taupe shade. Which one is this? Truffles. This is what it looks like. I think these palettes, these quads, I think they're so good for travelling. We've got another quad here. I mean, it's not for everyday use, is it? But it's a really nice quad. I do feel like I need to use this again and just see if I still like it as much as I used to. I used to love this. So that's what that one looks like. It's called Hot Jalopeno. We have rose water. I really like this one as well. I really like those rose tones. Shade the Shimmer broke, but it's still very usable. So like I said, I want to pull these in a Shop My Stash soon and use them. Now if I don't feel like I want to keep them, I'll declutter them next time around. This is a highlighter, believe it or not, but on me it wouldn't be a highlighter. The Zoeva Visionary Light. So let me show you what this looks like. Oh, that looks like that you're getting that great big pan there, and I think this would go really nice with the Rosewater Elf quad. It's such a beautiful shimmery highlighter, I guess. But again, like I said, I wouldn't use it as a highlighter. Maybe a blush topper, but it is quite sparkly. Revolution Soulful. It's doing nothing for me, and I don't know how old this palette is. A friend got it for me, and I don't think it was new when she bought it for me. So this one is going in the trash. When I got it, that shimmer there had been swatched, but I don't like the other shades in here, to be honest. Yeah, like I said, that's going in the bin. So this MUA Neutral Wanderlust palette is really nice, actually. They remind me of Natasha Denona in a way. I do want to use it again. If I don't like it, I'll pass it over to my mum next time. But yeah, this is what it looks like. This Colourpop Just a Glitch palette is so stinking pretty, guys. That white, it looks like they're a bit powdery, but it is an older palette. It's such a gorgeous on the go pastel palette. So pretty. It needs to be used. Can you understand what I mean when I say I don't want to buy any more palettes because I've got way too much? Got this Colourpop one. Another really pretty green. I don't know what this one was called. That's it. It was called High Society. But yeah, I'm keeping this one as well. I'm not really getting rid of any of my Colourpop ones because I can use them as dupes. I can like this one's magnetic as well, so I can take the eyeshadows out of these two palettes. So I do want to keep them. Then we've got the collection Parisian pinks, and again with this one I got this through a friend, and you can see, let me show you how most palettes have got tape on when you buy them brand new. This one didn't have, and then you can see where they've been swatched now, and also that one's got a scratch on it, which I didn't realise. I can't be putting stuff like this on my eyelids. I'm going through enough of a hard time as it is, and obviously I don't want to pass it along to my mum because I don't know who's had it before. So I appreciate the gesture and everything, but I would have preferred just a card for my birthday, to be honest. Okay, so another friend bought me this Viseart Petit Fours in pistachio, which is nice enough in a packaging like that. I think I'll keep it and try and use it, and again, you know, if next time I do a declutter I've not used it, I'll pass it along. So we've got this Peach Kiss shimmer blusher. It's too shimmery to use as a blusher on me, even a blush topper. Let me show you it though. How stunning it is. It's such a gorgeous peach eyeshadow, so I'm definitely keeping this one. I had 3 Charlotte Tilbury quads and there's only 2 in here, so I don't know where the other one's got to. Which one is this? the vintage Vamp. I think I'm decluttering this due to age. So I bought it from Depop or somewhere like that years ago. I mean, I'm only using them for mirrors. I might keep one of them. Right, so we'll put this one in the trash. It's just so old. You can see they've got hard pan, and like I said, I don't need to be keeping things that could potentially... I mean, I've got sensitive skin at the moment. I don't want to make my skin even worse. This is the newer one. This is the one my friend bought for me. It's the Pillow Talk Dreams Luxury Palette. It's so pretty. So yeah, I'm definitely keeping this one. I can use this for the mirror when I do my makeup as well. We've got the Kylie Cosmetics Kylie Jenner. I was so disappointed with this palette, guys. What's this thing even called? Wet Shimmer Quad. So basically the toppers. When you look at it, it looks so pretty, and I mean super pretty. But like, I don't know, I'll have to try it out again. It came out a couple of years ago around Christmas time, and I know a lot of people tried getting hold of it. My friend Lisa did, and she couldn't get hold of it, which is really unfortunate. I think I got this from John Lewis in the UK, which I was really pleased about. But I don't know, I've just got better toppers than this. Still pretty full, but we have only got rid of a couple of eyeshadow palettes. Like I said, there's some literally on the chopping block next go around. So let me go and get the other thing that looks like this. We can talk about what's in there. Okay, let's talk about the single eyeshadows first. I love these Essence Melted Chromes. They are old. I wish they wouldn't have, you know, discontinued them. So this one is Zinc About You. They're so foiled, and oh yeah, they're gorgeous. I just wish that I basically wore my singles more, but I'm gonna have to make a conscious effort to do that when I shop my stash, I think. I have 3 of them at one point, but I got rid of one. So this is the more taupe shade. This one is 02 Ironic. I was going to call it Iconic. It's that as well, but yeah, that's what it looks like. So that's that shade there. I've got this Dose of Colours one. This is the only Dose of Colours I've got. It's the Block Party eyeshadow in Teal Me More. Absolutely stunning. Oh, it's a really good one for Christmas. So that's that. This is my oldest eyeshadow. So above all those eyeshadows there, this is definitely my favourite. The Urban Decay in the shade Solstice. They've reformulated and repackaged by now, but I just want to finish this one up. I think I might get it, the reformulated one, to see if it's the same or if it's different. You see, I've hit pan on it. Yeah, I just want to finish this one up. Now we're going to go through bases. So made by Mitchell. So we've got this yellow one. So I don't use these as blushes. Like with his products, you can pretty much use them as whatever you want. I use them as bases for my eyeshadow. So this one is 1998. One I don't like as much. If I've not used it by next year when I come to do another declutter, it's going. So this one is Dream Screen. I think this one's called Minted. Yeah, Minted. I use this quite a bit. I use this lilac one quite a bit too. It's called Lovelies. I've got this topper, which is called Drip Drip. This is really nice to put over an eyeshadow. Like, say you've got an all matte combination going on, just put a bit of this over the top and it just looks very bling. It's really pretty. I got this Milk Makeup Eye Pigment, and I didn't even know they did pigments. This one is in the shade After Party, keeping that. Now, normally I like a lot of Danessa Myricks, but I've only tried her eyeshadow palettes. I do have a primer from her as well, which I got, you know, the Yummy Skin Primer. I don't think I'm a lover of that either. I'm going to keep this for now and give it another shot, and if I don't like it, I'll declutter it. It's Lottie London, if you can see. It looks literally like there's nothing in it, so it's going in the bin. The thing is, I've not used it that much. It must just be drying up. The other one is the Peel Louise Wet and Set. When I am doing an orange eyeshadow look, I use this as my base. So this one is Mango Mistress. Again, I've not got rid of much in that round. It's just that one thing there. But there are potentials for next time I do a declutter. So they're on chopping block basically. This is what this section looks like now. So I'm going to take you down to the bottom drawer of this little thing that I've got going on, which is a bit of a hot mess. Let me get rid of the mirrors. I've lost some toppers, my Jordana t-shirt ones, and I absolutely love them. So I don't know where they are. There's quite a few liquid eyeshadows in here. They could probably go. So let's take this over to the vanity and see what I can do with it. I'm going to go through the palettes first. I've got this Dose of Colours one, which, if it's still good, I'm going to keep because I really, really like it. It's a cool toned palette. Looks fine. I mean, one shade's broken, but yeah, it looks fine. We've got... what shade is it? Oh, pretty cool. So yeah, we're definitely keeping that. Then I've got this Steeler palette. The highlighters really, but I don't like them for highlighters. And you'll see why in a minute. This one is Little White Lies. So the shades we're getting is Pink Wink Wink, Yellow Tails and Silver Tongue. I actually decluttered a highlighter in Kitten. And these are the same formula. I just wish I hadn't done it now, because I've seen people of my skin tone and it looks really good on them, but I'm not buying it again. So that's that. So that's what that looks like. I think they're really, really pretty. Sometimes I just use them individually. These nude sticks, I really don't know with these. I'm going to swatch them and come back. Shades, they are pretty, aren't they? Could probably use these for liners. I don't think I'll use them for one and done eyeshadows. I just can't see me doing that. I don't do that. I like to use at least, bare minimum when I'm doing eyeshadow, I like to use 4, possibly 5 eyeshadows, but these would look good as liners, I think. So we'll keep them for that. Couple of Colourpop angle eyeshadows. This one, Telepathy. Is it even working still? Let's have a look. Oh my gosh, it's that yellow gold I love. Yeah, let's keep that. Friend Lisa gave me this one in... no, actually, my friend Karen bought me this. The one from Lee, so I had to declutter because it was drying up. This one's called Sure Thing. So it came with the High Tides collection. So let's swatch this one. Yeah, I don't know about that. Definitely the first shade. Maybe Sure Thing can go on a kind of possible declutter for next time. So they're not going anywhere. So this one is the I Heart Revolution Smoky Vanilla Shadow Palette. I'll show you the shades. You can obviously see the silver there. The silver, got a really nice transition shade. We've got this gorgeous shade here. We've got this black to smoke it out. And we've got this sequin black. So I don't necessarily like the 2 blacks in it, but I like all the other shades, so I'm keeping it. These ages, these MUA glows. So what shade is this? They last for ages though. They are a powder. So this one is Tropical Azure, and then this one is Desert Shimmer. I'm giving them to my mum. Don't need to declutter them into the bin. Then what have we got here? I think we've got an Essence one. I really like this Essence one. I want to keep that. So this one is Stars and Stories. And then we've got another one here. That's quite a nice colour. I think I'll keep this and see if I use it. Moroccan Spice. Then we've got some Pixie. I love these Pixie ones, but I haven't used them. So we've got like a bronze shade there, the Sparkly. I feel like I should try and use them. Then we've got the Pixie by Petra. I should really be telling you shades, shouldn't I? So that one, sorry, that one is Sunray. This one that I've just shown you before that is, I can't even see it. I can't see the shade name of that. Whatever it is, it's a really nice bronzy shade. And then we've got like a mint green as well, which is, oh, my eyes are just too bad, guys. let's just call it a mint green. So I'll keep those pixie ones. I think I'm gonna declutter this because one of the pixie shades are very similar to this. So I'll see if my mum wants it. That's the shade Dazzle. And I'm gonna keep this W7 RTT one. This is in the shade Purple Prism. I used to have another one of these. I don't know where that went either. So I've got rid of quite a few. Much empty, to be honest. Like these two they're not normally in here. They're normally somewhere else, so I can get them whenever I want them. I don't really have that many liquid eyeshadows anymore. I'm just concerned now about those Jordana t-shirt toppers. Where the hell have I put them? I'll have to have a look, and if I find them I'll come back. If not, I'm going to go and count everything up now, and I'll come back with the numbers. Wonder, I just found this somewhere else. So all these here, they're empty, but these are all my Glaminatrix cases. We could just put them like as twos, couldn't we really? I think what I'm going to do with all these, I'm going to figure out if I need to declutter anything, and then I might put it in, because the white like drawers are empty. I can either, I think what I'll do is I'll put all this in the white drawers, you know, like I've done with the first drawer. I could do with like two plastic things to separate them. But this is the Jordana t-shirt. Thank goodness I found it. So the Twinkle Tower eye toppers. So you get in the shades Icy, Gilded, Posy and Nova. I'm going to show you what they look like. So that's the first one. You can see it's just so much better of a formula than the Kylie Jenner ones. And that's the second one. I wouldn't say that's a topper actually, from memory. I don't think that was a topper either. I need to try it again just to see. One was though, and it's my least favourite. So yeah, I really do like this quad. Lottie London, this is so good as a one and done. This is in the shade Golden Hour. Shade there, that bronze shade. And that's what it looks like, barely touched. This is what I'm saying, you know, I do reach for my palettes more than I reach for things like this. I'll show you my e.l.f. eyeshadows now. I don't think I want it. Oh, dearie me. So, this is Champagne Showers. I'm going to do a swatch. Right, it's powdery, there's barely any pigment. I remember saying something like this last time, that if I didn't reach for them, I wasn't going to keep them. I think I've got one more over here, which is, yeah, it's darker, but if that's powdery as well, that's going to go. I wonder if my mum would want them. So this one's called Pop Off Pink. Slightly more pigmented, but not pigmented enough for me, so they're going to my mum. I bought me this, the Urban Decay. I think it's the eyeshadow out of the Naked Honey palette, but they've called it a different name. It certainly looks like it. It's in the shade Overdraft. It's very similar to the Telepathy eyeshadow. I'm just wondering, do I need two? But that Colourpop one could turn at any day because it's old. It's older than this one. This one's only a couple of years old, so I'll keep it for now. Got these pigments by Revolution. I think they're all going. They're a hot mess, and they're just going to get decluttered into the bin. So we've got, because I don't use them, I think pigments are messy. We've got Flip. We've got, this one is probably one of the best ones out of there. And they're supposed to be multi-chromes. I think at best they're duochromes. We've got Rush. And we've got Direct. I'll open them up and show you before I declutter them. I mean, they're nice enough. I really could use these as like nail polish though. All you need to do to use them as nail polish is basically put a top coat on, then put this over the top coat, and then put another top coat on once this, I mean, look at the flip there. I think I'm going to do that, you know. I don't want to be wasting things. But I might just have to try and see if they'll fit where all my nail polishes are. There's that lovely green one. This one doesn't really flip that much, but I think it would look nice on the nails. There's that other like purple shade, Direct. Can you see how it's flipping? Yeah, I definitely want to keep them. Really old eyeshadow. It's Too Faced Couture. And it's in the shade Socialite, really pigmented, and it's that nice rose tone shade. So it's what I wanted probably the pigment from this one to be, and it's just not. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it. Let Tilbury in the shade Bet. I think she's since come out with a different name for this eyeshadow. I'm sure I read that somewhere, so let me show you what mine looks like. You can see I've used a great amount of it, but I don't use it a lot. So stunning as that one and done eyeshadow look. Stealer. So this one's in Metallic Laurel. It's a beautiful shade. Look at that, it's so sparkly and like so metallic, and the formula's really wet. What this is teaching me is I definitely need to use these eyeshadows more. This one's Stunning by P. Louise. It's a pigment. I think this is the only pigment I'm going to keep. I mean, I'm keeping the other ones to wear with nail polish, and I could even do that with this one. So this one's called Twilight Twinkle. You'll see why I think it's stunning when I open her up. Goodness, guys. You can even see it on my thumb there. It would make such, and on my fingers, it would make such a great nail polish, that I think. Just like an iridescent nail polish like what I'm wearing today. I've been wearing it for the last 2-3 weeks, to be honest. It's only just starting to come off now, but that is next level gorgeous. So beautiful, and I don't think it's going anywhere. It's called Sweet Peach. I got it free. I traditionally don't order loose pigments. I think I got that in a mystery box. Look how beautiful that would be. It's like peach with a blue shift. How nice would that be on the nails? I know you can buy these like multi-chrome and duochrome nail polishes, but you can also make your own up as well. We've got the Australis Metallics in the shade Guns and Rose Petals. My friend very long time ago bought me this from Australia because we can't get Australis in the UK. A gorgeous metallic eyeshadow. I use it for it in a corner when I do use it. I've not used it in a long time, but I do need to start using it just because it seems to be drying up a little bit. And then we've only got 2 left. We've got a Colourpop one. This is from the Tinkerbell range. This was my last single eyeshadow I bought from them. So this one is in the shade Starlight Until Morning. It's a shade, it's a green. It looks really dry, but I want to keep it for the packaging. The packaging is so gorgeous. Do we just declutter it? I think we should, shouldn't we? Right, that one's going. And then I've got an elf one. Elf putty. What is this? I put something in it by the looks of it. It was a putty bronzer. I think it's an eyeshadow that broke, so don't ask me what eyeshadow it is, but obviously I wanted to keep it. So let me have a look at it. Oh yeah, I think it's one from the Glam Shop. I think one of the eyeshadows broke. I don't know which one it is. Obviously I want to use it up. Needs to be a bit more finely milled than this though. So yeah, that's everything. We only decluttered 4 in this round, but not really, because those XX Revolution ones are going to be a part of my nail inventory now. So do you guys like to watch nail polish collections or not? I don't have the biggest because what I don't want I give to my mum. If you want to see it though, I'm more than happy to do it for you. If not, then not. But if you do want to see it, you'll have to leave me a comment so I know what you want to see from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please hype this video. I'm now going to go over and count things up, and I'll be back shortly. I was going to keep this and see if the formula still worked, but it's old, guys. It's really old. I can't even, in all good faith, pass this along to my mum because it's so old. And if I don't want to put it on my eyelids, I can't expect her to put it on her eyelids. So it's being decluttered into the bin. In a second, I'm going to tell you how many have been decluttered. I've done the numbers. They aren't healthy. I've just looked at my pantograph. I forgot to put them in. So we'll do that in a second. I've only got 4 pantograph palettes anywhere. So there's that one, and then there's this rabbit here, which is also being decluttered into the bin. Show you what the eyeshadows look like. Pretty, but the formula is very rough, and like with my eyelids being sensitive at the moment, yeah, I can't keep it. So that's being decluttered into the bin. So all these are being decluttered into the bin. I'll go through them again with you. So we're starting off with the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani. I'm not opening them up. Some of them, well, a lot of them are going due to mould, and I'm happy about it, to be honest. Not that they're mouldy, but I'm happy that I've got a reason to declutter. So we've got the Kimchi Virgin Mojito palette, that's going. Then we've got the Moogleen, my eyeshadow palette, that's going. I mean, I could keep that around, but I've got those shades anyway, so I don't need to keep it. We've got the BH Cosmetics Avocado Toast, the Glam Shop WZ Lone palette, Kylie Jenner's Reindeer palette, the Revolution Soulful, the Collection Parisian Pinks, Charlotte Tilbury's the Vintage Vamp, Beauty Bay Love Notes is going due to mould, which is, I really don't like the fact that that one is going because it's one of my favourites. Then we've got the Nikki Tutorials. This one took the longest to go mouldy, but it has gone mouldy, so that one's going as well. I hate the fact that I'm having to get rid of these. I've said it in a few videos now. Beauty Bay is probably one of my favourite, let's call them drugstore formulas. And we've got the Wilderness, that's going. I don't mind the Wilderness going because I've got the Botanical, and that has a similar vibe to it. So we've got the Magic Mini by Juvia's Place. It's not got any mould in it or anything like that, but it is a very old palette. And then the last one is Sample Beauty. That was growing mould, so I don't want to keep this. Well, I wouldn't put it on my eyelids anyway. So how many have we got? $15 eyeshadow palettes are being decluttered into the bin, and then I think I had about 6 for my mum, didn't I? Let me go and show you what I've got for my mum. I'm just going to get a bin liner for these. There's 8 eyeshadows in total. So we'll just quickly go through them. The Huda Beauty Topaz Obsessions, the Fenty Beauty, I don't even know what this one's called. It's one of those snap shadows, so that's that. The Anastasia Subculture, the P. Louise Fall in Love, the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette, the Huda Beauty Toffee Brown, those shades aren't for me anymore, the I Heart Revolution Tasty Pumpkin Spice Latte, and the Ciate palette that my mum gave me. So they're all going back to her. Well, not going back to her, they're going to her. And then the Ciate palette is a palette that's going back to her. And then we've got a couple of things over here. Excuse how messy my desk is. So we've got these eyeshadows. So this one is Tropical Azure. This one is Dazzle. This one back here is Desert Shimmer. Oh, I've dipped my nail into a eyeshadow. This one's going in the trash. And then I'm going to see if she wants these 2 e.l.f. ones. So we've got Pop Off Pink. These are crap, guys. Save your money. And Champagne Showers. So she's going to get them as well. I haven't really counted my singles up. I suppose I should do that. Let you know what I'm keeping. So this is going in the bin. As we discussed, this is going in my nail polish drawer. That's going in the bin. So the grand total, if my maths are mathing, which I'm sure they are, is including single eyeshadows, like pots of eyeshadows like this, quads, smaller eyeshadow palettes, and then my larger collection. At the moment, it's 242. I don't think it is, because I've also put the ones, I've calculated the ones that I'm decluttering as well, so I'll need to take that amount off. It doesn't sound much better, but the number's now down to 218. This, it's not actually, because I've not done the patmograph. I've got 3 in there, so 19, 20, 21, 22. No, I've got 5 in there, sorry, so 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So I've got 223 eyeshadow palettes, but that's with everything. That's with the magnetic eyeshadow palettes, that's with the quads, that's with the smaller eyeshadow palettes, absolutely everything in my collection. It's a lot. It really is a lot. I'm hoping that by this time next year I can get rid of even more. Thank you so much for sticking with this video. I know it's all a bit all over the place. I much appreciate you guys. Please subscribe if you're new here and like this kind of content. And I would love it if you would hype the video as well. It would mean a lot to me. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.